top five not Drake, Cole, or Kenny? Hmm. It's a good question.
It's a hard question.
There's a lot of good rappers who are coming out now. Or I guess. Hmm. Hmm. I guess of years 18, 19. I think JID is up there.
I have my top five already,
I think he's in my top five.
of course.
I'm not gonna put Mac in it just because he's
R.I.P. R.I.P.
So anyone who's dead at the moment is not gonna be in my top five. Um,
What about Joey Badass? What's your thoughts on Joey Badass?
I don't know if he's making my top five.
Really? Currently?
I just don't know who else. I think I'm putting ASAP Rocky in there.
Respectable.
I think I'm putting Big Crit. Big Crit might be in that. Fuck, man.
Did you listen to T Grizzly's new album?
Nah.
T Grizzly's new album.
I think he's cool, but I just don't think he's very unique. I feel like he sounds like sounds a lot like 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you could compare him to 2 Chainz.
Well, whatever I listened to by him when he first came out, I felt like I was just listening to 2 Chainz.
What about Tyler the Creator?
Nah.
No? You don't like
Nah.
Igor?
It's just not for me. I don't know. I think he's cool and I like his vision, but I'm just not
I think he's just something completely different to like where you cannot not like him.
I appreciate what he's doing, but I just don't like. I haven't played any of his new album.
Did you ever listen to it through?
Mm-hmm.
What was your impressions?
I listened to it twice through, and it all sounded kind of the same, and none of it really like.
You didn't get you didn't like the whole story. Like it was basically like a whole story.
Nah, it wasn't really
With
for
every
me.
track.
I
loved Igor. I think he's in my top 5 for this year at least. I think he's top 5.
I think he's overrated.
You think he's overrated?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I mean, if you look at his albums, I feel like he's got a lot of like wishy-washy projects.
Scumfuck Flower Boy.
Flower Boy's good.
Flower Boy's awesome.
I'll give you that. Flower Boy, I was playing OD last year. But I mean, Cherry Bomb, I don't listen to anything on that. Actually, I listened to one song that was produced by Pharrell. I forget which song it is. But like,
you love Pharrell.
Yeah.
But yet, like the
Pharrell's
whole album was like inspired by Pharrell's producing.
Yeah, but it could be inspired by it, but it doesn't mean that's like.
I
or
mean,
even it could be
you
produced.
can tell, like
It could be produced by Pharrell. It doesn't mean it's
Yeah.
like good though.
Oh.
I mean, it probably would be since it is, but it doesn't mean it has to be. I don't know. Just listening through his projects, he just got a very unique thing about him. And it's just.
He's like no other.
Yeah, and it's not for me. I don't
That's
know.
just what makes him stand out for me.
Yeah.
Where you could go and listen to anything of his, and it's Tyler, and you can't compare it to nothing else.
He's a cool
It's
guy.
Tyler.
Like I would OD go to one of his concerts for sure, but he's just not. He's a great artist. Like overall,
He has a concert coming up in
cool.
September. It's him and Gold Link.
Fuck man, I would like to go to that. I definitely can't though. There's no way I'm making that.
So it's like I think it's a Friday night in September. I had for my anniversary, I either had a choice of going to Bert Kreisher stand up or go to see Tyler and Gold Link live.
At the Paramount.
Yeah.
For Bert Kreischer.
Bert Kreischer or the MSG. I think it's MSG or Barclays.
Yeah, it is MSG.
No, MSG for Tyler's and Gold Link's concert.
Gold Link is fucking fire.
No, yeah, he's awesome. Did you listen to his new album?
Which one's his new one?
It literally just came out. It's some. Hold on, I have it right here. I don't know how to pronounce it. Diaspora.
Let me see the album cover.
Diaspora, just came out.
No, I don't know. Actually, I listened to the one with Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
And the other bitch.
Yeah, that was like the first release from the album.
You listen to the Freddie Gibbs album?
I have not.
Bro, Freddie get mad lib. You listen to that first one? The Pinata? Bro, you didn't listen to that album?
No.
Yo.
I haven't listened to Freddie Gibbs.
That's a fucking crazy album. It's all produced by Madlib. Madlib produced the entire album that just dropped. I think it's called Bandana. And he said he produced it all on his iPad.
Yeah, didn't that just come out?
Came out yesterday. It's pretty dope. Pusha T has a great verse on it. It's OD. I don't know. I have JID. I have ASAP. I think Denzel Curry's in my top 5.
Nah, his new album was great.
Yeah, that was fucking ridiculous. I think in contention but not making it is YG. YG's last album was mad good.
I could agree with that.
I really fucked with that. I think he needs like more respect on his name. Fuck. Logic's not in my top 5, not in the last year, 2 years. I think there's just a lot of people dropping great projects.
He's good, but not in comparison right now.
Mm-hmm.
I literally love not gang related, fucking Under Pressure, and The Incredible True Story. And then there's Everybody, which is a good album, but after that, I feel like it just keeps going downhill.
Well, when did he drop
The Incredible True Story, or?
Nah, like his last, what was it? It was Confessions, Supermarket, YSIV. When did he drop YSIV?
I think it was last year.
Damn. He's dropping a lot of shit.
2018, yeah.
Word, damn. It's hard to not put him in it. I guess I gotta think. So I definitely... JID's on the top. I guess I got Curry at 2. Got Curry at 2. Didn't Joey Badass drop a project with, what's her name? Flatbush Zombies? Not too long ago?
I think he dropped a song with them. He didn't drop a project with them.
Word.
Yeah, he was on their, like, most recent album, Vacation in Hell. He was on the song Vacation. And then, yeah.
What was his last project?
Joey Badass? Fuck. What was it called? America, I think? All American.
That's a while ago.
That's 2017, yeah.
Yeah.
But literally, All American is a great fucking album, and then Badass, great album. Summer Nights, the 1999 mixtape. He doesn't have a bad discography at all. I think everything he's dropped is great. That's why he's at my top 5 currently.
I feel like I'm sleeping on someone right now.
Joey Badass, Jid, fucking Jordan Lucas is good.
Jordan Lucas could be up there. I would put Jordan Lucas over Logic.
Currently?
Over the past 2 years, or a year and a half, since 2018, I would.
Yeah.
Because I think I don't know when the album that has the phone number, whichever one that was, I forget when that came out.
1800? Wait, no, no.
That's a Logic song.
Yeah. I'm getting shit mixed up right now.
But he has the album that's the phone number.
Yeah, it's 508, 507, 2209. That's 2017.
That's a stupid, crazy album.
No, yeah, I fucked with that album OD. I fucked with Ultrasound. I really liked I'm Sorry.
Bro, yeah.
Do you ever watch the music video to that?
Nah.
It's basically about suicide.
It's
basically like his friend that commits suicide, and he's like just talking to him. It's like, I'm sorry, like, about all that. Like, it's a great fucking song, and the music video is like strong. Like, it impacts you when you watch it. It has an effect. That's the thing with Jordan Lucas, though, is literally like his music videos are like on a whole nother level as well. Like, you ever watch Ross Cappuccioni?
I don't watch music videos that often.
Fucking insane. It's like an 8-minute song, and it's a true story too, about this guy Ross, where he moved into a new area, and he was getting like bullied in school and shit, and some guy became his friend. But the song tells in both perspectives, so it tell in Ross's perspective, and then it goes, the whole song goes to his friend's perspective. But what happens is this guy friends him and like says he's got his back and all this shit, and they were friends. It was like all in the making of like a year or so, where this guy was a gang. He was trying to get initiated into a gang. The guy who friended him, and basically he needed to kill somebody to initiate. So he befriended him and like all this shit, like said we're cool, like we're family, and so the whole music video goes in Ross's perspective, and like it shows like them friending and all that, and then him killing him because he gets this car that's unregistered, like it's unregistered, and he's like, oh, drive me here. Then he ends up offing him and like leaves with the car just to get initiated into the gang. So it show you like Ross's perspective and then his friend's perspective, who's Joyner Lucas in the video.
Yeah,
and it's fucking insane, and how he tells like the story in each perspective is just dope.
Joyner Lucas does a great job of doing like the
Storytelling.
his storytelling and just overall, but also like being able to put shit on like a very like personal level where like anyone can really relate to it type of shit. Like he can really tell stories of any type and really be able to connect with a lot of different people.
I'm just waiting for his ADHD album to come out at this point. He dropped ISIS, which that wasn't the first track he dropped. He dropped I Love first on ADHD, and then ISIS, which is fucking phenomenal, and he just dropped Broken Stupid, which was Thursday he dropped that. So 3 days ago. Which I actually haven't listened to yet. But Joyner Lucas, I would say he has like a solid spot.
He's up there.
Yeah.
You could say Push too. Pusha T.
I mean, he's old, and like he's not new.
He's definitely not new. He's probably like 20 years in the game.
Exactly.
Maybe 15.
So I don't think like it's.
He's really just been putting out solo shit like not even the past 10 years though. Because you think when did that album
Daytona?
with the I'm saying like for him just like coming out with his own solo shit. I know the one that has like the barcode on it, the one that has Kendrick on it.
Yeah, that has what's the name of the song?
I think that came out in like 2013.
2014.
2014.
And yeah, Nostalgia.
Dude,
that's a great song.
It's so hard to like.
There's just so many people.
There's mad people.
And there's so many new.
There's so many new
rappers out there
coming up right now. It's ridiculous.
Why Bien Corday?
I haven't listened to much of him.
You haven't listened to much of him?
Mm-mm.
Did you hear his it was 1990, 1995, J. Cole's song. Fuck. I sound stupid right now. Yeah, 1985. 1985, he did a remix to that called New Niggas, and he's basically calling out the whole new generation. He's calling out like the whole old generation, like discriminating against the old generation. The new generation of rap. So he's basically calling out like all the old heads for talking shit about the new people, like the new people coming up, and he calls out a bunch of people. He was like making fun of R. Kelly. And like how like his whole fucking thing with rape and all that, and Bill Cosby.
Bro, R. Kelly's a goat. For real though, it's so annoying. Him and Chris Brown, bro. It's like I want to listen to all your music, but you're out here fucking pissing on children and women like.
They're good artists that are hard to like.
For real.
They make it hard to like. Like they do it to themselves.
Yeah.
Like you have this fame and this money and shit. Just chill. What the fuck? Why you gotta do all this extra shit?
I would like to put Spose in my top 5, but I'm not going to. But I would definitely do it if it was...
never listened to Spose.
Bruh, he is so underrated. He has his album, Good Luck With Your Life, Humans. He made an album in a day, named it Humans. That album is fucking crazy. Song Boston Kyrie is ridiculous.
He made, yeah, I see. Album made in 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So he literally just sat down and just recorded everything.
Him and he had like 8 other people, and they all came in. I don't think they made the beats in one day. I think they came in with beats already.
But what about the songs that were written? Were they all written in that one day?
They're all written in the one day.
Really?
Mm-hmm. They have it on like They had like a bunch of different people in each room. I don't know. Honestly, I think the beats were maybe made in one day too. Because I know that there are mad people.
That would be fucking insane if that took only 24 hours to do all that. And it's a fucking...
Well, he had like 8-10 people.
It's a 10...
At his crib.
10-track album. 24 hours for writing, recording, and making the beats. And they're all like normal length songs. 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. They spent no time. Like, they wasted no fucking time.
For
like,
real.
doing anything but making that album.
That's fire, though.
That's insane.
Yeah, deadass. And that's a good album, too.
It is? It's not, like, half-assed?
No, not at all. You can tell, like, some verses, you were like, alright, that was a little weak, but, like, for an album made in 24 hours, like, I mean, everyone who raps is a rapper. Like, I know it's him. I know Shane Rise probably has a verse. I know Cam Grove's probably on the album. Jay Spin's probably on it. Sarah Violet's probably on it. They have mad people, like, on the end, like, that are just all rappers. But there's, it's all valid. Like, some of those songs were on, like, my top 100. Like, Boston Kyrie, OD, fucking, Andrew Benjamin Franklin, something like that. I don't know. Some that's like the name of a dollar bill, or a name of a bill, money. Andrew Jackson. There we go. He's on the $20 bill. That's the name of the song. That song is fire. Song itself, Humans, is mad good.
Nah, I definitely gotta check out Spose, cause you talk about him a lot.
Right. He's one of my favorite rappers, easily.
What's like his type of vibe though? Like, if you had to compare him to somebody who, like, say, like, with his flow, his style, his, like, versatility.
In the beginning, he's got, like, a Jay-Z to him.
Really?
He likes kind of like his rhyme patterns are kind of like that. But eventually he kind of moves on to doing more, like, I don't know. I don't even know who I would compare him to.
You would just be able to compare him to, like, as himself. Like, he's a unique...
Yeah, he does himself mad well.
Yeah.
Like, his first album is but then his second album, The Audacity is mad good. Then the album, well, it's a mixtape after that, the Peter Sparker mixtape. That is fucking crazy. He does, like, that's when he does, like, some rappy rap shit. Like, he really comes through and starts spinning some bars. After that, I forget what
The Audacity, Peter Sparker, Why Am I So Happy?
That was, that's kind of like comparison.
We Smoked It All, 3.
Oh, yeah. He has mad We Smoked It All.
Good Luck With Your Life.
That's a good-ass album.
Then there's Good Luck With More Life, EP. Humans, and then Going Home.
Oh yeah, Gone Home was alright.
His top song is Good Luck With Your Life.
That's a dope ass song.
And then The Greatest Shit Ever. Nobody.
Ooh, Greatest Shit Ever.
G. Wilkers.
With Watts. G. Wilkers. Yeah.
G. Wilkers, fuck. Knocking on Wood, Lies, Song, Jimmy, and I'm Awesome. Those are his top 8. He dropped a single. It's About Time. 5 days ago.
Yeah. He's been putting out. Him and Cam Groves are putting out the 4th We Smoked It All. So they've been putting out. They do all these like underground rappers are all putting out singles week to week, and then they just put out their entire album. Like Chris Webby does a Webby Wednesday. He puts out a single every Wednesday. Hobson has been putting out his album week to week. He puts out every song as a single. It's just what you got to do nowadays, and I fucking hate it too.
Just to keep up with everything.
Yeah, just to like get the streams in and shit like that, get some type of revenue.
I haven't listened to Webby. Like, I listened to Webster's Laboratory too.
That's pretty much the last thing that's the last project he put out. Everything else,
he put out Wednesday and next Wednesday.
yeah, but that's all just the Webby Wednesdays put into an album.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's the thing. Like when he drops an album, he's not really dropping an album. He's just putting the singles. Maybe he has
into a fucking one whole thing and
Yeah.
then just putting it out there.
like maybe he adds like 3 or 4 songs, but it's nothing crazy. Like, which is the only thing that kind of bothers me with that. But I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Just to stay relevant at this point.
Mm.
Joey Badass hasn't dropped anything in a minute.
Yeah.
And I'm really just anticipating another fucking album.
He's got to drop it soon, unless he's doing some other shit.
He has a concert coming up too.
Word?
It's him, Flatbush Zombies, and somebody else. I don't remember who it was. Yeah, but it's in New York.
Mm.
But it's all general admission, so it's like everybody on the floor.
Word? Yeah.
I want to go to that too.
So
I think that would be sick.
So what happens when you're gonna drop an album forever?
Yeah. I mean, still, he's fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
He's top 5 in this generation.
I watched him with Nardwar. Yo, that guy does some crazy fucking
Nardwar?
interviews.
Yo, I watch his interviews all the fucking time.
He does some crazy.
He does so much digging. Yo, literally. Did you see with Louis Zuvert?
Bro,
his
he
interview?
always leaves. He's always like, you know too much.
Yeah.
He's always like, yo, you know too much.
That's how Nardwar is with everybody, bro. He finds everything, even from your childhood, like one thing that no one would know, but he figures out.
He was talking to fucking Ski Mask Slump God, and he was like, what you know about, I think he said Brett. He was like, what you know about Brett? He's like, Brett? He's like, childhood friend Brett? He's like, yeah, Brett. And he was like, bro, he's like, I haven't seen that kid in forever. He's like, he moved to Italy. He's like, yo, he taught me how to catch lizards when I was like 3 or 4 years old. I was like, how does this guy know about Brett? Like, what the fuck? Weird, yo.
He literally figures out some weird shit. I don't know how, though. Like, who the fuck? He definitely, like, just... He hits up, like, their parents and shit.
He does some digging. He's got to ask around. He was talking to fucking A$AP Rocky, and he was like, what does this place mean to you? And he was like, yo, that's where we used to chill. That's where we used to do fucking, it was like a tattoo parlor they used to hang out in. And I was like, bruh, what the fuck? And he's like, A$AP Ferg, you used to make the chains, right? And he's like, how the fuck do you know I used to make jewelry? I was like, bro, this guy's definitely... And I don't know. It doesn't seem like he leaves British Columbia, Canada. It seems like he's always there, and then people just come, and he's just like, yo, let's get in here. I'm just like, what the fuck?
It's like whoever's in the area, it's like, I'm gonna go interview them.
He does a TED Talk that's mad good.
Does he?
Yeah, it's mad good.
Does he do his fucking voice? Or, like, is that how he just normally sounds?
I don't know, man. I don't know. He's never broken character before. It's fucking weird.
Is he always wearing that preppy shit too?
Yeah, he's always fucking got that
all plaid everything.
Plaid everything with that weird ass hat.
The golfing hat.
Yeah. I know some kid who wears that shit. That fucking. I mean, he's from Germany, so I don't know if it's like a.
It's normal there.
Yeah, because mad people were wearing it in England when I was there.
I want to go to England.
England's dope.
I want to fucking travel Europe. Like, my cousin, she literally just backpacked Europe for 2 whole weeks. They went to Dublin, they went to Amsterdam, Iceland, they went to like 6 different fucking places.
The Nordic countries are all nice to go to.
But in Amsterdam, they went to a resort. Like, for a hotel, like, you know how, like, resorts will have, like, that pool that has the bar in the pool, whatever, and, like, it's, like, at your waist, the water, and one of their friends got drugged. He got fucking roofied. Because they literally, like, he put his drink down for all of them to take shots, and then all of a sudden, he was blacking the fuck out, and they literally had to carry him upstairs, and he woke up the next morning feeling like shit.
That sucks.
He got roofied from like another guy.
Who the fuck? Some comedian was saying this. He's like, yo, if you want to roofie me, he's like, I'm gonna start feeling like I'm blacking out. Like, someone like me.
That's the Jim Jeffries we just watched.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Yo, I rewatched it the other day. That shit was mad funny.
He was doing the Bill Cosby skit.
Yeah. Yo, that was mad funny when he's like, yeah, I'm out here talking about rape and stuff like that. He's like, and people will buy my tickets but not show up to the show. He's like, who would protest another fucking comedian that does shit like this? He's like, you know who never got protested?
Bill Cosby.
I was like, yeah. He's like, because they want to see a wholesome man.
He's like, they don't like me because I say the curse words. Jim Jeffries is fucking great.
He's too much.
I'm really excited to see Bert Kreischer live. That's gonna be fucking hysterical.
Bro, if I gotta, once I start talking to my preceptor, I gotta figure out if I can get a day off.
You should pull up. We're going at 9 p.m.
I want to go to Bert Kreischer so
It's
bad.
October.
Because I could deadass just take a fucking train out there.
I got third row.
Word?
Third row seats. And it wasn't that expensive either. It was like...
It's like 40 to 60 bucks, something like that.
It was like 90.
90? Word.
90 each or some shit. And we're third row, literally... That's where I went to go see Chris D'Elia as well. We were second row.
Mm.
And literally, like, you're right in front of them. You can fucking smell them. That's how close you are. And Chris D'Elia was fucking hysterical as well.
He's a funny dude.
He's awesome live.
I feel like he's funny live. I watched his stand-up, but I just couldn't get used to it. But he's mad good on, like, podcasts. He's, like, a funny dude in general.
Yeah. But literally, like, he was doing, like, a whole skit about dolphin suicide. Because he was like, literally, it made no sense, but he was just going off on it. And he's like, I'm gonna keep doing it because you guys are fucking laughing. So he just kept doing extra and extra shit. But literally, he's like, the way he started it off, he's like, you know what's fucking crazy? That dolphin trying to fuck people. He's like, you ever just randomly sitting down, he's like, dolphin fuck people. He's like, that's the first thing that came to mind. And I was like, I was amazed. He's like, and he was like going off about videos that he's seen of dolphin trying like to hump people and shit, and he was literally going off like a whole skit about dolphins fucking people, and then literally like say a dolphin gets convicted for rape because like everyone's getting convicted of rape lately. He's like, then they're in the fucking jail. They try to hang themselves, but like fuck it, I can't get. He's like, I have no fucking neck to hang myself, and he was just going off for about 15 minutes straight about dolphins, and it was the funniest shit ever.
You ever wonder? So you know how the church doesn't pay taxes?
Sure. I had no fucking idea.
So, separation of religion and state. Remember that back in, like, it's like the 1800s or 1700s? Okay, yeah. They were like, we don't want the state get in with the church because then religions influence the government and it shouldn't be like that. So they separated it. Religions don't pay any taxes. So temples, mosques, fucking Scientology, they don't pay taxes.
Okay.
So the reason why we pay taxes is for like police officers, fire department guys,
from the community.
Yeah, like fucking this, that, the other thing. So if a church goes up on fire, they don't pay taxes though. So do they really deserve
to be saved?
Yeah. Or are they just gonna sprinkle?
I think all fucking religion is a scam.
They gotta sprinkle some holy water or something because they don't pay taxes. I don't want the fucking fire trucks coming up. Like, that's some bullshit.
Literally. Like, we don't need to fucking save you.
Bro, I gotta start making a religion, and then when I die, it's gonna be a cult, and then when I die, it becomes a religion, and then my grandkids are just gonna be like, yeah, we're part of that. It's our house. Like, we don't pay taxes, but if this shit comes on fire, you're still gonna put it out. Work the system.
Yeah. Just fucking cheat the government.
For real.
What should we call this cult?
God. I don't know. We gotta work halfway through the Bible first. Or the... whatever we want to call it. We gotta just find some word, make it backwards.
We just gotta make up a bunch of random shit and then make it believable.
For real. Bruh. We need to make it, like, just not believable enough where, like, retarded people will still, like...
That's religion.
They're like, that makes sense. And you're like, shit, does it really? Like, what the fuck?
Yo, oh my god. I need you to see this fucking video, bro, of Jim Jeffries. It just reminded me of something because he was talking about the Bible. So he was talking about a thing. If Jesus was a real person, and he would be the most, like, uninvited guest to fucking parties. He's like, he'd be the most hated person at a fucking party. Because Jesus be walking around, and fuck, bro. Yo, I just need you to watch this. I can't even explain it.
Send it to me later. I'll watch it.
So
tonight.
fucking funny. And and Jesus just in the middle of the party, and he's just like, I just want you to all know that I love you all. Everyone's like, okay. And he's like, what? And he's like, because if you don't fucking love me, you all burn. Like, and they're like, oh, we love you too. Thank you, Jesus. And he's like, you know what would be really cool? If you guys all say songs about me. They're like, okay. He's like, well, get fucking going. So everyone sings everyone starts singing at the fucking party songs about Jesus. And so then Jesus decides to take a stroll outside, and he sees a young couple holding hands, and he looks at them, and he's like, y'all better not be fucking each other, because if you do, you're going straight down under. And he literally does like a whole fucking 10-minute bit just about it's fucking great. But religion's stupid. I don't follow religion. I just don't think there's a point behind it. Because everyone, like, alright, so there might be a point to where everyone has the gist of things. Like, because in every fucking religion, there's always, like, there's always, like, similarities with, like, reincarnation, and there's a God, and, like, all that. So, like, every religion might have, like, one thing correct, but, like, every single thing, it makes no fucking sense. It's all stupid. Like,
well, it's hard to even take this shit, because it was at least with like Christianity, I know stems from the Old and New Testament, and I know the Old Testament, I don't know about the New Testament, but it was all written in Hebrew, and Hebrew is a very difficult language because they have a bunch of symbols that also mean other things. And then when you translate that to Latin, and then you translate that to fucking something else, and then you translate that to English, all of a sudden you're like, is this even the same thing that I was reading 4 times before? So that shit's just weird, and it's like, it's just what you make of it. At the core of all the like different religions, it's usually like good ideas, but like any fucking schmucks, they want to take it, make power out of it, and fucking start fucking little boys or something. So it's like, of all the things you could have done with your fucking power, you want to fuck little boys? Seriously though, you don't want to fucking get these bro. Instead,
they can't even do anything. If you're like a fucking priest or a nun, you can't fuck anybody. You can't do nothing. They're just getting fucked up off God's blood. That's what they're doing. They're drinking wine and they're just chilling, probably fucking flicking each other's beans because they can't get off by anything else.
If I was a pope, I'd just have a big ass fields. Have it just like some like wine, whatever the fuck you can like. Maybe some wheat so I can get some like whiskey and or vodka and shit, and the other side would just be mad bud, and it'd just be like, I would just walk out into like a big ass balcony on like the 8th floor of the fucking Vatican, and just be like, yeah, and just see all like bro, why would you even want to like bang little boys when you can have mad like?
Because you can't bang any shorties.
Mad, but I mean, fuck man, if you're fucking little kids, you might as well fuck fucking actual girls, because at that point you're still having sex. And you're fucking banging these little kids. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know you're fucking breaking the law, or the whatever the fuck anyway.
But they're not breaking their religion, okay? That's the main thing, alright, to them.
I'd have mad slaves. I guess they'd be Jews, because I'd be in Rome.
What?
Because that's what they had back then. The Romans enslaved the Jews. And then the fucking Jews got fucked by Germany. The Jews,
oh shit!
Yo, the Jews have it bad.
They really do.
Some dude was doing a bit on that, and he was like a black guy, and he was like, yeah, you know, you can always like go back and forth, like especially with like Mexican people. They're like, oh, Trump, and you're like, oh, slavery, and they're like, oh, you got me there. And it's like slavery, and then Jewish people are like the Holocaust, and you're like, and then they're just like the Romans, and you're like, whoa, I didn't know we were going back to the Romans. Oh no, was it the Romans? I think it was the Egyptians actually. I think the Egyptians enslaved the Jews.
Jews had it bad.
Bro, Jews can't catch a fucking break.
Really?
Fuck them though. They control the banks, bro. I'm not fucking. I don't feel bad for them. I feel bad for black people, because black people were thrown into fucking slavery.
Discrimination.
And it was like fucking not slavery, but it was really slavery. And then they were just like
Jim Crow laws.
Yeah, and then you're just thrown into these fucking ghettos, and then you're just like, yeah, you know, but equal rights, and you're just like,
really though?
Yeah.
So really equal?
It's like, oh, equal.
And there's still racism to this fucking day, which makes no sense to me. I don't understand what racism. Let me reword this. I do understand what racism is, but I don't understand the point of it, because you can say, oh, like the blacks are thugs, the Muslims are terrorists, and all this shit. But there's terrorists in every race. There's thugs and gangsters in every fucking race. No matter what, like you can label whatever, but it's completely irrelevant.
I think it's just the media that makes it worse, to be honest. I think that's really what it comes down to.
It's literally the media, because no matter what, in whatever stereotype, there's multiple, like, there's multiple white thugs, there's multiple Spanish thugs, there's multiple everything. There's white terrorists, all the shootings.
Yeah.
I think there's, right now, more of the fucking terrorists are the whites, in general.
Yeah.
Like, literally, racism is fucking retarded. It shouldn't even exist at this point.
It just comes from ignorance.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's not even. I don't even think it's a problem of. Like. I don't even think it's a people problem. I think it's just an education problem.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you just educate people on fucking cultures instead of fucking.
Fucking history. I don't give a fuck about history.
Nah, history is a good class, but history doesn't need to like. You don't need to learn.
So you don't repeat shit.
Yeah, but I mean, not even. But you could also just learn different things from it and understand like. You know, you learn
where
about
you are
laws
now
and shit
and
like
how.
that. Yeah, and then but it's like when you go from elementary school to middle school, and you learned about history like for the fourth time. You learned about the fucking like American Indian War against the French or some shit in Canada, and you're like, all right, bro, I fucking get it. We fucking teamed up with the Native Americans. We fucked them up. Fucked up Canada, took over some land, and then fucking slaughtered the Indians after. Like, I get it, bro. But
we're dickheads. We get it.
Yeah, it's like, how many times do you really have to learn about the same shit?
It's mad repetitive, and it's nothing new.
School system's just broken, but no one has a really good answer.
It's literally like
Common Core is not.
After fucking like not even middle school, after like elementary school math, fucking plus, subtract, divide, multiply. What else do you need to know?
Nah, math's not important. I think they should push harder with math.
Really?
I think everyone. I think by the time you get out.
You're telling me what the fuck what am I using trigonometry for?
Yeah, but when you think about it, so this is what this one guy was saying. So, the number one job in like more than half the states is a truck driver. That job is on the decline, and there's supposed to be like millions of people out of jobs. And everyone's like, why don't you pick up computer programming? But they're fucking idiots. But if everyone, by the time they were 16, by the time you could drop out of high school, already learn trig, the next 2 years, you could either not continue and go do a skill, or you could move on, and you could go from trig, and you could learn pre-calc, and you could leave with calc after, because calc's not really that hard. Like, all it really comes, math is just a practice.
I was always really good at math too.
You gotta practice.
I love math, but I just think it, like in, like your experience in life, you don't really need 90% of the shit they teach you.
Nah, math is good, especially if like
it's like problem solving.
That's all it is problem solving. But that's a great skill to have.
Absolutely. I was like, I'm not saying like I was always good with it. Like I just got a fucking B+ in my concepts of math, which is literally no numbers or anything. It's just letters and symbols that all have different rules to them, and they just give you an equation and you need to solve it and give truth tables.
Facts.
And it's just memorization of all these rules and just solving the problem and then doing the truth tables. That's literally it. And it was fucking it's literally just memorization. That's all it really was, and then just problem solving. And it was fucking. Everyone in my class had a hard time with it. Learning because like every single fucking class was a whole different like rule, and you had to apply it to everything, and half the shit would cancel out the other shit, and like it was complicated as fuck, but it was easy. Once you got it, it was easy.
That's literally how math is.
Yeah.
Same with physics too. But that's the thing. Math translates to physics. Physics and math kind of translate into comp sci. Comp sci, just computer engineering. That's where the future's going. The future's going towards that direction. So I think they could drop out classes like fucking home ec, bro. That's a dumbass class. Don't teach me home ec. I don't need to know.
YouTube. I'll learn how to fucking cook there. You literally, they give you a recipe and you just fucking bop bop bop.
For real, that's
They tell you put it in the oven for this long. It's literally everything's on this one fucking recipe right here. You don't need to know anything else.
Literally.
All you need to know is how to turn the fucking stove on and turn it off. And I should learn that at home real quick.
Like at 6, well, I'm trying to think of all the dumb classes.
I mean, home ec did teach you how to write a fucking check, though. It did teach you. I think that's the only important part.
When's the next time you're gonna write a check?
Nah, a couple of years. When like it taught you in middle school.
I probably write one check. I probably have written a check.
Thing you can pay everything online now.
Yeah.
That's the point. It's fucking irrelevant.
I've never paid my. Well, I pay my landlord now in checks. But what is it? It takes 5 minutes. Look that up on YouTube.
What?
Yeah. How to write a check.
Everything's on the internet now. That's what I'm saying.
For real.
And not even that, but everything is going to the online, where like that's gonna be irrelevant at some point too.
Which is why they should push the fucking comp science shit. Learn how to deal with computers and stuff.
Yeah.
Because if you're going there for all your information, it's even more important to understand.
Like coding and programming and all that.
Or even just
graphic design.
Yeah, for real. Just all that different stuff.
Where it's gonna be relevant in the future, where all the irrelevant shit should be completely dropped.
It's hard. What do you drop?
What would I drop from the school system? Well, there's math, there's science, there's history, and there's English. Those are like the main subjects. And then like home ec completely should just be fucking gone. That's like you only take it like one year though. That's when you know like it's completely irrelevant though, because they only they throw it at you like, oh, you have to take this year, and it's you never have to take it again. But like
I think they could also. I don't think that there should.
I think biology is important. At some
Bio for me is because I mean, how many times do you like? More people probably get more of a use out of math than they do out of bio. Because how many times do you really need to know that your cells fucking have mitochondria in it? How many times do you really give a fuck
ribosomes
if you got fucking ribosomes in this
cell wall,
like,
and the cytoplasm and the fucking plants, you know?
Like, when's the next time you'd fucking deal with plants?
There's no like it's literally. I feel like the system should really truly go off career path of what you want to do, and they'll teach you in like those classes what you have to do with what you want to do. You know what I mean? Because that's what they do in Europe. Literally, like in high school is basically, oh, I want to be an engineer. Like, okay, we'll do science and math and all this, like having to do with what your career path is. So they teach you what the fuck you want to learn at that point, instead of just throwing all this information at you that is completely useless. And they're like, oh, you go to college, still the first 2 years are just going to be more useless shit, and then your major is actually going to come into play. You know what I mean?
I feel like a lot of high school was like building on something, and then they went to the next year, and then the first half of the year was like just reviewing what you already did, like, but 3 years ago.
Add a little bit more to it.
Literally. That's exactly how it felt. Like, history could have just been taught right the first time.
Yeah.
You could have just gone to your fucking 13-year-olds and just been like, read the textbook. And kids just been like, shit, I gotta read the textbook. It's like, read the fucking textbook. Stop not fucking reading. Throw it on a fucking audiobook. I don't know, man. But, like...
Literally, like, I feel like all the classes that you take in the 4-year period can be done probably the first 2 years. At most the first 2 years.
Well, all the kids in fucking... I know from, like, Taiwan, China, and, Korea, they all did, like, I think they finished most of them.
I'm pretty sure they go like 6 times a week.
You have to finish, and they don't. I don't think they have summers off either. Which is summers off for fucking kids is stupid too. I think you should have like maybe like a month and a half off.
Not that. 2.5.
Yeah, because that's just a wasted month. Or maybe you should go in on the weekends. I don't know. I don't think that kids should have such a long time off in the summer, because that's just time you're wasting. What the fuck are you? I mean, yeah, let kids be kids. Bro, kids are being kids throughout the whole fucking day. Like,
yeah.
You can't be like, oh, you gotta come to school for 4 hours or something.
Like, a mental break is always fine. But, like, so, like, that 1 to 2 days off, like, that weekend, maybe, but.
Like, you could give the kids, like a month off. But, like, I don't know.
Their minds are still young and developing. At least put all this information, as much information as you can in it.
Yeah. Because, I mean, in reality, we're lacking from other countries and shit like that. Because the kids from Asia, they all finish Calc. They have to finish Calc 2. Most of them finish Calc 3. By the time they're out of high school.
And we only just take regular Calc, right?
We don't even take Calc.
We don't?
Most kids don't even take pre-Calc.
I took trigonometry and stopped.
Yeah.
And then I had to take math in college, but math in college was easy.
Some kids don't even take trig. Like, that's what I'm saying. Some kids don't even do the fundamentals for fucking calculus. Like, they don't even do trig. Like, they don't even know any of that shit. But then these kids are fucking doing Calc 2, Calc 3, which are like the hardest calcs. And after that, you really only have 2 or 3 more classes until you can get like a real ass job. So then that would cut college down to maybe fucking 2 years. And all of a sudden you got these 20-year-olds and they can actually go to the workforce, or 19-year-olds and they can actually hit a workforce, instead of these 22, 23-year-olds, because they fucking gotta go to this 4-year college, they gotta spend a year doing a fucking internship.
And put a shit ton debt on your head. The whole system's here is fucked.
Real question is, what do you do with it?
The real question is, what can you do with it? Because, like, I doubt a lot, like, they would even want to do anything with it.
There's probably mad people making money off of it and shit like that. And they're like, oh, you know.
It's the same thing with fucking when the cure for cancer was fucking found, and they ended up offing the guy because so much money would have been lost.
Yo, apparently.
But so many lives would have been saved.
Apparently, Magic Johnson doesn't come up positive for AIDS anymore, or HIV, whatever he has.
Really?
Like, yeah, when he takes a test, he doesn't come up positive.
So it's gone.
That's what I would think, right?
I mean, that's also, he definitely has the money to fund whatever the fuck he was taking.
Bruh.
But that's also...
That shit was mad funny.
What?
Like, all the fucking reactions from the NBA players, like, not wanting to play with him because he had AIDS.
I wouldn't want to play with him either.
Like, bro, I don't want to play with... That's what I think about with UFC.
Somebody gets AIDS? No, they're not fucking allowed to fight at all. Are you kidding me?
Real.
Blood sheds all the time.
That would suck, yo. If you got AIDS and then you were a dope ass. You're fucking
John. Like, say McGregor got AIDS.
You're fucking John Jones, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, bro, you got AIDS. And you're like, oh, no. I just watched his 2 fights. Him versus Gustafsson.
Alexander Gustafsson, yeah.
I watched the first and second fight. Yo, that first fight was crazy. Bruh.
John Jones is a beast.
Yo, John Jones is a fucking freak.
He is the best pound for pound fighter in the UFC.
That 6'4" frame with like the 86-inch reach or some shit like that.
He literally has an insane reach, and his elbows are fucking lethal.
Bruh.
He literally feels you out and sees these basically fucking calculates every single way you react to every single move he does, and then that's when he finds out how to throw the elbow and where to throw it.
Bro,
his elbows are fucking deadly.
When he throws a punch, the fucking, just to be out of range, all of a sudden you're like halfway up his forearm, and all of a sudden from there he just goes like that, and I'm just like, bro.
Straight throws the elbow.
Oh my god. He did some fucking. He did a like a fake and then a spinning elbow and hit Gustafsson right in the fucking, and he hit him, and then all of a sudden he was like.
You know who's actually a really good fighter coming up? Sean O'Malley.
I haven't seen it.
Sugar Show. You need to watch him.
Word.
He is he's dope.
I've just been watching whatever.
He's
they
really
have on,
flashy with his fights too.
Word.
It's all he throws a lot of bows, a lot of spinning kicks.
I watched those.
He literally has he's like a completely unique fighter, like with just the way he moves. Like he's not like orthodox or anything. Like he's not like normal stance. He's just with the flow.
I watched what the fuck is his name? Cormier. I watched him fight. Yeah, I watched
Cormier.
the one where that chick was talking mad shit to
Was it the two Russian?
to Rosie.
Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce their fucking names.
Yeah.
Is it something Jacek, whatever?
Who, the other bitch?
Yeah, other was Jacek.
I don't know. She was a girl with black hair.
Black hair. She has a long face, fucking defined jaw.
She was actually kind of cute. I was like, shit.
Wait, what? Hold on. She's Polish.
Maybe. Can Polish people not have blonde hair?
No, not her. Fuck. Yeah, this bitch. Was it Jacek?
Yeah, I think that was
Yeah.
her. Yeah, she definitely looked better in that interview, not there. She was talking mad shit. And then Rosie fucked her up. Yeah.
Yeah, they fought twice.
Word.
And she lost twice.
Good. Fuck that bitch. She was talking hella shit. I was like, yo, you dumb bitch.
Nah, yeah, she lost her title to Rosie and then fought again and then got beat up again.
Who's that big ass, this is gonna sound very generic, but who's that big ass black dude? He looks like he's a super heavyweight.
Tyron Woodley? Wait, no. Alistair Overeem?
I think so. He's got like that orange hair on top.
It's like a mohawk?
Nah, he's got like a flat top, but it's not very high, and the top is orange.
I feel like it's Alistair Overeem.
Nah, he's fucking huge though. Holy shit.
Yeah. Shit, I don't know who you're talking about.
It's like the 266 weight class, where that's the top of it. He's like a 262. He fought some dude. He's like 31 years old.
Wait,
or something
hold
like
on.
that.
I think I know who you're talking about.
I think he's some African guy.
I don't remember his name right now.
Me neither.
Fuck.
He hit some dude with a fucking uppercut, and that guy just hit the.
It's
floor.
fuck. Francis Nguo.
I think so.
Yeah. I think I know. I literally just can't pronounce his name.
Yeah.
Francis
Yo,
Nguo.
That dude is a fucking bad.
He's a
man.
beast.
I saw him get his fucking shit rocked after talking mad shit though too.
Yeah, that's how his hair is.
Yeah.
I got you.
He fucking saw some dude up. I was like, oh shit.
Nah, yeah. I think he just won his last fight. I'm pretty sure.
I love watching that shit. They have a bunch of fights on YouTube now.
He won against Junior Dos Santos and Cain Velasquez.
Santos, who's that guy? Isn't he fighting John
Junior
Jones?
Dos Santos?
Or is there a different Santos? Hold on. John Jones, I'm pretty sure, is fighting this weekend.
He's fighting Thiago Santos.
Yeah. That looks like a good ass fight.
Yeah, because they're different weight classes. John Jones is light heavyweight.
Mm-hmm.
What is Junior Dos Santos is heavyweight. Who?
What is Thiago? Is he light heavyweight too?
Thiago, yeah, they're light
Yeah,
heavyweight.
so.
They're fighting each other.
Yeah, I don't know, but sometimes people go up and
Go
down.
down,
and shit,
yeah.
John Jones is fucking bummed though. Guys always getting disqualified. Guys always fucking taking steroids.
He got disqualified for his last two fights for steroids, and then he got his only loss are from the steroids, and because I forget who it was against, but he had a 9-5 elbow,
Mm-hmm.
and he lost that fight. I think it was
12-6.
Matt Hughes. Yeah, 12-6.
9-5.
Yeah.
He's got that full-time job elbow.
You know what I meant? I fucked it up. Yeah, but 12-6 elbow. I think it was against Matt Hughes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he got disqualified for that fight.
Yeah, no, that he won both times against Cormier.
And got disqualified for both of those.
Yeah. That sucks though. But Cormier was saying that he doesn't feel. At first, he felt like a piece of shit because he was like, "Damn, I'm losing, but I still have the belt."
Yeah.
And then after the second time, he was like, "Yeah, I don't feel bad anymore. Like this guy's a fucking asshole."
Who? John Jones?
Yeah. He was like, "Yo, fuck that guy." I was like, "Yeah, I don't blame you."
I mean, yeah.
Yo, I saw fucking Anderson Silva. Every time I see him fight, the first time I saw him fight, he fucking shatters his shin. The next time he
against
almost
Chris Weidman, yeah.
and then the next time he almost breaks his fucking knee. I saw him fight. It was maybe not even a year ago, and some dude was really hitting him with like an outside leg kick, and they fucking hit him, and they thought he had ligament damage.
Oh, it was Matt Mills is where he did the fucking 12-6. I knew it was a Matt. All right. Now, Anderson Silva he was probably one of my favorite fighters.
Apparently he was mad fucking. He was crazy back in the day. When he was younger. What is he, like 42 now or some shit like that?
Yeah, I think he just had his last fight against I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name.
Yeah, he's been losing a lot of them though. I think
he's old.
Yeah.
He's old as shit.
I think they said he's lost like 6 of his last 9, but he keeps getting hurt too.
Yeah, because he's old as fuck.
I like watching that shit though. That's all I've been doing.
He's
my
44.
44, yeah.
44, man.
Man's old.
He's still 34 and 9.
So is that where we're putting our top 5 as? We're doing JID, Joey Badass, Denzel Curry, Joyner, and Logic.
Yeah, I think that's solid enough for this year. I mean, for the 2018, 2019. I say YBN Corday is definitely like up there as well.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely do need to listen to him.
Yeah, you gotta listen to fucking Freddie Gibbs.
And I need to listen to Spose.
Facts, yo. Listen to Freddie Gibbs though. Listen to the Pinata album.
But did you see the fight with Silva and Adesanya? That's what I was trying to think of. He's literally, his inspiration is Anderson Silva. So it was like fucking, say like you're playing Mortal Kombat, it's literally like fucking Sub-Zero versus Sub-Zero. They fight the same exact way. The fight's on YouTube. We could literally watch it.
Is it?
Yeah, Adesanya.
Where is your Apple Music?
Who?
Do you use Apple Music or
Yeah,
Spotify?
bottom right corner.
Ah, word.
I downloaded the 2 Freddie Gibbs albums. And I have Spose up too. Because I gotta listen to them.
Facts, you do. Ooh, Childish Gambino too. Sleeping on him.
But he hasn't released anything since the album.
Yeah.
With
that was 2016? Holy fuck.
Was it 16?
I think so. Hold on.
I think it was 17.
That might have been when the single came out, because that's what I was looking at. Oh, fuck this shit.
Here, I got it. You had it on the wrong thing. Oh wait, it's just my internet's being retarded. 2016 Awakening My Love, yeah. Mm-hmm. But he dropped like 2 Summer Pack singles in 18.
Mm-hmm.
But those weren't that good. He said he was releasing one more album until he's like done with music.
I hate when people say that.
Why?
Because how the fuck do you know if you're done with music?
Well, because he has his own show in Atlanta. He's a fucking actor and director and writer of the show.
Yeah, but how are you about to say that and not know what you about to do for the rest of your life?
That's what he wants to do.
Yeah, but you're telling me in 5 years that like some Chappelle Show shit might happen and you'd be like, damn, this is a bad deal, and then leave and then start doing music again?
Well,
I don't know.
Anything he's just saying for now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he isn't, like, maybe he's not, like, 100%, but, yeah.
Oh, listen to that song, though, Pinata.
Pinata?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, like I'm saying now.
Oh, word?
Yeah.